Hello everyone, it's Thalan McRom, and I'm back with something a little different again. This is a game I've had for a while, and it came out in a 1.0 a few months back. Pardon me, still clearing my throat a little bit. It's cold weather that was slowly creeping into my ears and messing up my senses. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Um, Farthest Frontier. It's a city builder. It's a very enjoyable game. I've turned the music off, because even though it has a glorious soundtrack, which I very much enjoy, just because I don't want to get a copyright strike or anything. Fortunately, it's very common with games that have music. I've turned off when I'm recording. We're going to do a new settlement because some things have changed since I last played because I didn't even play the 1.0 when it dropped. I played prior to that. And we'll just leave it here on the... Now we're going to do Pioneer because I'm still having to kind of relearn things a little bit. I'm not going to turn on Pacifist mode. That way we have good resources and it's not too hostile. Trailblazer's kind of like your middle of the ground, and Vanquisher can be real rough. And then you can also like do custom settings if you want. But we're just gonna jump right in. But if you've ever played like Banished,
Harsh
like,
everywhere. But in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving.
hmm,
When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave. That we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland.
oh, there you go. So that's
The
basically
journey
the story
wasn't
of what's
easy.
going on.
We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
So basically, we're a group of settlers running from an unjust society. There you go. Okay. Now in this game, you do have to worry about things like crop rotation and you know how long fruit trees take to grow and produce fruit and all that kind of stuff. So it can be kind of a harsh city builder game, but it can be a lot of fun too. I very much enjoy it. Yeah, apparently my recording software was struggling a little bit there. All right, so we've finished scouting the area. Now we have to sit and figure out where we want to put our town center. Okay, so this is kind of what we've got. So this is gonna be like water. We've got clay there, sand there, rabbits. We've got some fish over there. Actually, I like the fact that the fish are way over there outside the lake here. Okay, so we've got more water over here, and there's some more clay there. Got some sort of ruin here. I'm not seeing as much in the way of like game over this way. Hmm. So, but that's one of the things that's kind of important to this game is kind of finding a good starting area. That's like a bandit camp or something there. Got some ruins we can like investigate. Hmm. Well, I kind of think over here might be our best bet. Yeah, we've got some sort of treasure there. Actually, yeah, what we're going to do down here. We're going to do over here. That way we're not too far from water. There's some resources around. Yeah, we're going to have this be the town center. There we go. And we're not too close to that, what looks like a bandit outpost over there. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to pause it real quick. So we need to mark some stuff. Yeah, trees, stone, bushes, that's all fine. There we go. Harvest all that for me. And harvest all that. There we go. Cool. There we go. And then let's get some roads. So we're going to do some roads here. And it's like not a click and drag. So you click and then you just click again and then you right click to stop building roads. That way we have roads all the way around our town hall. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of road down this way. And we'll do... didn't mean to click that much. There we go. Alright. And then we're going like this. And we're going like this way. There we go. That'll get us going here. And actually, I'm going to take this road a little bit further down this way. There we go. Now let's get some housing, because we're going to want our housing probably over in this area here, I think. So let's go... housing? Oh, they say they still got to build the town center. And then we can salvage that. Get some people going. Let's see here. Let's get some food coming in, though. Build menu. We want food production. Do we really have anywhere to hunt? No. So we've got herbs, greens, medicinal roots, greens. So let's get a forager. And let's put the forager down over here. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Alright. Gotta remember how to rotate these things. Forager. Is it Q? Nope. Q's the camera. Where's my rotate button? Hold on. Tab. There we go. Then we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, that gives me good coverage right there, actually. If we just put the forager right there. Alright. Yeah, I know there's a housing shortage. I got it. How are we doing on this, guys? Let me speed this up a little bit. Where is my... what's my speed up button? There we go. Alright, so basically once we get the town hall finished, we'll take them some trees to do. Then we'll be able to... so now they need what? Oh, now they just gotta do the work. Alright. Town hall is finished, so now we can build houses. Go to housing. We can build some houses here. So we're gonna go... your house here. House here. House here. A house here. Get a little 2x2 going here. Get the house there. And a house there. That'll get us a little bit of future proofing for houses. We get some roads going down this way. There we go. Then I'll do some across here. And the reason I'm doing this is because eventually you'll build like a market around here that will increase the desirability of the area for your houses. And then I'm gonna want... I swear there's like fish over here. Was I mistaken? It's certainly hawthorn. So let's come... I'm gonna come down this way a bit. Come down to the river. Because I wanted to get a fishing dock set up. But not seeing any fish. Yeah, I know there's a housing shortage. We're working on it, guys. Let's see here. What else can I get? Let's see here. Resources. A well would be good. So if we do... come down here. And so if we put like the well like right here, it covers all the houses. And it's pretty good. Oh, we got some firewood, some gold. That's nice. Arrows, hide coats, bows. Nice. That was a real good salvage opportunity right there. So they'll bring all that in. Yep, there is fish over here. I thought there was. Alright, so let's harvest that, because we're going to need the stone. And let's harvest that as well. Like that. Because you need stone to build certain buildings. Yeah, I know. Each house houses 4 people, and it's telling me that we only have houses for 8 of our 12 people. And basically, if we don't get those done soon, we'll start having problems. Yep, I know about work areas. So basically, you can move the work area. So like right now, they're working this area. So theoretically, I could move this around to get other resources. There's a deep gold deposit there, fish over there. Like, so we have like hawthorn, or we have a sand pit over there. So if we had sand pit going, or if we wanted to get these greens, these herbs over here, I can move them over there to gather resources. But right now, they're not getting... Yeah, I mean, they're getting some stuff. They're getting some greens. But, you know, we'll keep working on it. Like, they've got some hawthorn. When the hawthorn comes in, it'll be ready. They've also got medicinal roots over here, which is nice. Yeah, I know, there's a housing shortage. Look, they're building it. They're building it. Game. Okay. And the cool thing is, so this wagon that we brought all of our stuff in, eventually they can offload that into a storage area. And then you can actually use this wagon as kind of like a mobile warehouse to go get stuff. Oh, there's a hazelnut bush there, which they've already harvested, it looks like. Can I make this area bigger? I mean, the hazelnuts aren't even... more people want to join. Max 6 month supply in 6 houses. Well, we're working on the houses, and we're going to be working on food here. So let's get this road. First, let's work on food production. There's the fishing shack right there. Let's turn this around, because I'm going to put the fishing shack like right here. Okay. Yeah, right there is fine. Alright, so then we'll take this road. There. And then I think we'll just do a nice curvy bit there. There we go. And once I get that fishing shack built, that'll also get us like more fish and stuff. And more food. And then we'll want to get like a smokehouse at some point. What's going on here? Oh, desirability. They want me to build a well, basically. So that's going to be... Nope, not there. Yeah, resources. So we'll build a well. So basically the darker blue areas have better water. Normally you have to look for like these little water nodes. So I'm just going to put a well like right here. And there we go. That's probably the reason I was mining the stone. Is because the stone is needed for the well. The other thing I'm going to need is a wood splitter. Now, if you notice, this is turning the houses red. They don't want to be next to the wood splitter. So we're actually going to put that like over here a little bit. Come down this way a little bit. Yeah, I think right there. I think leaving a little too wide gap will be good. Oh, we got some new villagers. Beautiful. We need lots of logs. So let's work on getting a better flow of resources. That's a saw pit. There's my lumber yard. Fletcher, basket, storage buildings. Yeah, I know about storage. So let's go storage. It wants me to build a stockyard. Which we'll build a stockyard like right here. That'll be good. Because then they'll basically have more storage for resources. Yeah, they're working on it, game. And let's see here. Now, there was something else I wanted. So this is like logs, stones, planks. This is all kinds of goods. All kinds of goods. So these are just different types of storages. The root cellar is very important. Yeah, I know about firewood. Okay. Alright, so what we also need... How does our resources... That's a saw pit where they make logs. Tannery. Cobbler shop. Compost yard. Compost yard becomes important later for dealing with, like, trash and stuff. It's a wood splitter. Where is... Oh yeah, the market's the thing that you want to build, like, near all your houses. You have to have a saw pit and a storehouse. Brine's also good. But it costs you gold each month to maintain it. Fields are good, but they take a lot of work to get ready. So, like, we can actually see that, like, over here is going to be, like, our best farming area. So what I might do... Because there's not really any things over here, so we'll throw in, like, one field over here. So that's 4... How big are these? These are what? 3 by 3, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we'll come over here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we go like right here, and we'll do like a nice big field. Like that. Yeah, so that'll be a good field right there. They can work on getting that cleared out. It's not going to be ready for planting this year. And then, let's see here. Go to our harvest our resources here. We're going to mark those. Yeah, we'll accept these people. There we go, because we have some housing. Yep, we're going to go ahead and cut down some of this stuff here. Just because we're going to need more wood anyways. There we go. Need... Yeah, that person's doing laundry. Because they don't have logs. Got it. Well, as we get more workers, so like if we come in here, it'll show us our workers. We have 17 laborers. Those are the people who go out and cut your logs and stuff. We have one firewood splitter. We have like a forager. And yeah, there's a whole technology tree. This is new. Okay, so this is new. Used to, everything was unlocked just by, you know, doing stuff. Okay. I mean, that would be good. That would also be good. So, markets generate taxes, which is good to know. Financiers. Oh. Ooh, I like that. Sustainability, because crop rotation is very important. So, let's do that. We only have one available. Ooh. Undo. Let's do that for now. There we go. No, it's telling me it has to be right click. A lot of these are really good. That would also be good. Oh man, see, all these are so good. Man, just this has changed a lot. Like that would be super good too. Oh, plus 10% tree felling speed? Man, okay. Now, if I was reading this right, so we've got our food production. Smokehouse is one of the things we're going to want here. Notice it also has like an area of like unpleasantness. So we're going to put that like over here, away from town. Because what they'll do is they'll take the fish that the fisherman's generating here, once he gets working, and that will, produce smoked fish, which will last longer in storage, because food does spoil. Alright, building a market, have generate more gold. Yep, I'm going to build a market. I can't do that right now, because I have to learn, construct this building to earn knowledge. So, like, okay, so I have to build a soffit, so resources, and I also have to build a warehouse. Let's get a soffit going. And let's rotate it, because we want to have access to... Yeah, we don't have enough space over there. I'm gonna... Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. And so you can also upgrade these buildings, and see, notice they have structural integrity. People will go around and repair them and stuff. See, like, look, they're working at this farm here. Like, you can see where they have, like, 2,000 work left to do to it, with, like, 3 farmers working on it constantly. And right now it's warning me that we don't have enough wood. There's supposed to be a way, like, designate, like, a wood, a wood harvesting place. Ah, it's this work camp. I can't get that until tier 2. Okay. So I need a stockyard and a wagon shop. That's what it is. But this work camp will basically set up a place where people, like, go and harvest, like, wood and stone that is in range. Alright. I'm going to go out this way a little bit. That road. We're going to get some more houses. Because we're running out of people. Or space for people, I should say. And then I'll also go ahead and add an extra road. Going it this way. Then what I can do, because that's not what I wanted. So, because this is only covering, so I can upgrade it to increase its water capacity, water accumulation, desirability, and durability. But I have to get a better town hall. But so, like, here we have decent desirability. It's not great, so they could use. Let's see here. What do they need? We're gonna need a way to deal with wastes here soon. Yeah, they're missing logs. We need a lot more logs. Let's just go... Wow, okay. I've really been just cutting through the wood here. There we go, let's get some of that. Trees will slowly regrow. Where's my gatherer's hut? Let's move your work area here. And let's see what we've got option-wise. So let's come over here. And let's do that real quick. There we go. Because we want to keep the food coming in, because right now we have 8 months of food, but we're going to lose one just to rot, How's this guy going? How are we doing over here? Doing pretty good. got decent fish area, good production. What are we unable to find storage for? Well, let's see here. What kind of storage buildings do we have available now? Okay, so we can get a warehouse. Also damages desirability. So we'll slot that in there. And then let's get a root cellar. That's a little bigger than I thought it was. Does it damage desirability? It does. Okay, so we don't want it near the houses. It's kind of what I was afraid of. But that's fine. We can put it like right here next to the farm. And then we can take this road, bring it out to here, bring that over, come on, over to here, right past the farm. And then we can even come over to here and get ourselves another little area set up. And then what we can even do for like some amenities here, like we will want a graveyard at some point. But like we can even do like a shrine over here near the villagers, near the homes. Because that'll make people happy. Notice that's increasing a lot of desirability right there. But again, we don't have gold. Well, we have some, but we don't have any like large amount of gold. Why is that not being hauled? Is this thing like full? What's going on here? Or is it this thing? I think it's this, because I don't think they'll store gold in here. Gold. No, it looks like they will not store gold in this. That's the problem. Go in here. I thought this had some storage in it. Oh, we don't have a place. So that's what we have to get the warehouse for. Okay. Alright, good to know. Alright, well, they got plenty of stuff to... Okay, it's too cold for them to work on farm. That's fine. We kind of expected that. How's our stockyard doing? That's right, they can store barrels in here. How's this going? We're producing some planks. That's good. So we have planks. Alright. There we go. Now they've got a place to store the gold. And so basically you can build barrels to increase your storage efficiency of this. So it will reduce how much it spoils and whatnot. So I'm going to come pick that up. Yes, there we go. Now we have gold. Which is good, because there's a lot of things that consume gold in the game. Like you have to pay your soldiers and stuff like that. And then we should now be able to build a market. So we have planks and we have stone. We could actually go like right here, I think would be about perfect. So if we go here, yeah, because these are what, 3x3? Yeah, those are 3x3. So if we do that, we take our road out over here. There we go. And then we come into housing. We can even go like an extra house like right here. And we'll do one across from it. There. And that way we'll have a couple more houses available for people. And what we can even do, continue improving desirabilities. We'll do another road off this way here a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. There we go. And we'll take this one off this way. 2, 3. So the market's 4. And then if we, yeah, we'll go over to here. Go down this way. There we go. And that way we can put in something like back here. So like we could go back here with another resource thing, and we can go like another well back here. So that all these houses have access to water. Oh, we got some knowledge. So let's see here. Scouting's good. Militia's good. Chews are good. Wood felling speed would be good. Venting chimneys. Ooh, minus 15% work to reduce Smoked fish. Man. Okay. We're gonna have to pick one. So let's go with the tree speed right now. Because we're gonna need more lumber. There we go. Yeah, I know building a market will help. We got it coming. Market is coming. Okay. Can I set production limits on this? No, I'm not gonna worry too much about production limits. But there we go. We're looking pretty good. They can't really fish during winter so much, or maybe they can. I don't think they can. Nope, he can. I guess he says he's fishing. I guess we are still getting food there. So these clay deposits and those sand deposits, like over here, are really good because if we come over to our farm, once they're done making it, one of the things you can adjust for your best crop production is your clay and sand ratio within your farmland. So it's a very important thing. And see, we have iron ore up here. We have gold there. Cawthorn. The fact that we have gold here is really good. We've got a lot of good resources around here now. We just gotta get through winter. How are we doing on our gathering? Okay, they're still working on it. But let's go ahead and we'll mark that over here. Go. Can we do this down here too? Yes, we can. We'll just clear out some of this stuff here on the water's edge, make it look nicer. As well as just bringing in more logs, more stone, more firewood, all that. As we work our way through winter. So we got 4 months until our next knowledge comes in. It said there was a building we could build for this. We're going to want a compost yard. Policies. Throughout the counter, you need to enact policies. With policies, you can fine-tune aspects of your settlement's production, defenses, and even happiness. That's new. Civic, military. All policies have positive benefits, but may also come with trade-offs that may not be suitable for your village. Mix and match. Each policy can be toggled every 6 months. Okay, so I'm glad I had that turned on because that was something new. Alright, but we also want this compost yard. Well, maybe not yet. We'll have to consider. A tannery would be good, but we don't have a source of hides yet. Let's go to food. I just realized, do we have, animals around here? Maybe this wasn't such a good spot to kind of hang out in. Okay, so they're over there getting those. Because we don't really have animals we can hunt. And we can't just, we could buy animals, but we're not there yet. Patch of herbs, greens. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna need to find... I should have settled back over there near the animal patch. Hindsight's 20/20, as they say, because I can't even make hides right now to make clothes. Oh, they are going over here gathering those medical herbs. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay. Now we're almost done with the farm. Getting close. Let's see here. How we doing on housing? We're pretty good on housing. Food's a little low, but that's alright. We'll be fine. A few more planks and we'll have our new market up and running, which will get us an inflow of gold. Then we can start considering things like you know, things that require gold. Fish are doing good over here. This is all good. Very nice. Yep, we got some new villagers. Nice. Two moved in and we have a new baby villager born. Alright, let's see what we've got build menu wise. Ooh, basket shop. We could do basket shop, which would be good. Ah, I think we can't quite fit that in there. Dang, I really laid this out poorly, if I'm honest. But I can fit it in over here, so that'll work. There we go, basket shop. And Fletcher's shop would be good as well. Yeah, we'll do that one there. Then we can start making bows and arrows. We already have a saw pit. We don't have a tannery. So we need hides for both the tannery and the cobbler's shop. Yeah, I do want compost thing here. Alright. I'll put that there. There we go. Okay. Pause real quick. There we go. Yep. So basically this is telling you this is how this works. So now we're going to do crop rotation. So let's turn that off. So we're this time of year already. So let's add some crops. So beans are really good. They have basically 0 frost tolerance though, but they've got really good heat tolerance. So we'll want those. And here's the other cool thing. These actually increase your fertility. And you know, they're not super dependent on high fertility. Rockiness is still a little high. Weed level's a little high. But we'll go ahead and throw it in there. So we're going to move that to like right here. And let's see here. What else can we get? Flax is very frost tolerant and very heat tolerant. Crop yield's low, but it hurts our fertility there. Same with wheat. Same with carrots. A lot of these are going to hurt our fertilities. Your peas and your beans, though, are very good for, you know, increasing your fertility here. And so is your clover here. So, like, we could do clover, which improves your rockiness and all that stuff. It's just, clover is a fantastic one. There's not enough room. Okay, can we do that? Yeah, okay, so we'll do some beans. The next season we'll do... We want something that's not going to hurt our fertility too much. It is also very cold tolerant. Like, we could do these peas. Peas would be good early crop. And then... So we've already got +1 from our beans. +1 from peas. The other thing you got to keep an eye on is your type of crop. Because crops that are very similar will actually share diseases. So these carrots, they don't like heat. Same with the turnips. But we want something that will be good for the heat. Yeah, so like these leeks are going to take a long time, and they also are going to eat a lot of our fertility. Let's do some flax, just because that's super good to have. Not enough time left there for a little more field work. The field work's good because it just, you know, helps them reduce weeds and stuff. And then let's do some clover and Actually, we'll do clover towards the end of the year. We'll actually do carrots. Can we fit a pea in there? No. We could probably fit a field work in there, though. Nope. Turnips, maybe? Nope. Yeah, so we're going to be slowly losing fertility, though. But there we go. All right, so that's our stuff. So we'll do that. And the farmers will come and start working on that. All right, so let's see here. Have we harvested all that over there? We have. So let's grab our person here. We're going to move this to over here. And get these things here. There we go. So I'll get them working on that. And then, yeah, you can see our farmers are already starting to work here. It's already working on it. Working on growing peas. And the good thing about the beans is they have a really long shelf life. So they're good to grow. Alright, so how are we doing? We need more planks. Yep, and they're working on it. Now we could add some more workers here. Let's see here. We've got 15 laborers. So we probably don't want to add too many more. So can we like... There we go. We'll add one more laborer to get a few more planks being made. Because planks are also a pretty decent like trading commodity. There we go. 2 months until we get our next thing. Now let's see if we can't find that building that would let us make more, not roads and fences, though that would be important. You do want to kind of put fences around your farmland if you've got like a bunch of deer around. It's not resources. Not food production. It wasn't storage, was it? What's the difference between a storage depot and a warehouse? I don't know. I mean, it's a lot smaller. Can I like move this building? Relocate building. Can I? Yeah, let's do that. So they'll move the building over, then I can put my storage depot in over there. So I feel like there's probably a reason to have a storage depot. Alright, let's go back to looking for this thing here. That's a cooper for making barrels, which we're not at yet. Wagon, granary, vault for storing gold. There we go. I'm going to put storage depot here. Beautiful. Alright. Now, it's probably going to be... It's not defenses. It's not decorations. Luxury taxes. Yep, confirm. Got it. Is it amenities and services? Healer's hut. I bet it is amenities and services. Schools. Festival pole. Rat catcher. Temple. And academy. Yep, there it is. That's what it was. But now that we have a market, so it will generate gold as people come here and buy things. And there's another knowledge. So let's go into our knowledge tree here. That would help, but it's not really critical. That would also help, but view distance for the town center. Let's see here. Natural philosophy would also probably help us. So would hygiene. I think hygiene might be the next best one. Ooh. Actually, let's do fertility. Yes, confirm that. Because that'll make it so... Oh, we actually have another one. Alright. So let's do... Gesundheit deer. Because I kind of want hygiene. But I also want sustainable fishing. Trailblazing. But we need wood lore. How do we get wood lore? We have wood lore. Oh, we have to do wood lore. Ew. Oh, I see. We have to max it out. Let's get natural philosophy then. Because we're going to need a lot more research points. Alright. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's already saved us a month on research. And matter of fact, if we could click on this, so yeah, it's supposed to save us some fertility loss on these crops here. So, like for example, yeah, it looks like it's improving it a little bit. That's right. It may not show us the calculation there. Okay, and we've got the market. Yeah, so that's generating us six gold a month, basically. Alright, so there we go. And our fish should, replenish even faster, which is great. Yeah, more workers, bring them in. There we go. So now we can actually consider building a few more houses, too. You always want to keep a few houses extra, just because. There we go. We'll do, yeah, that one there. We'll do one over here. Yeah, like right here. There we go. Just keeping a couple extra houses. Keep it growing. You kind of want to keep it centered around this market. And the other thing we're going to need to do... Oh, we've got more villagers. Let's go explore out this way, and this way, that way, and that way. This way a little bit. This way. We're going to see if we can't find a place to do some hunting or something. There we go. There we go. Alright. And basically, a villager will go out and open those areas up for us here. We can see. Alright. Where is... Do we have any resources we can harvest around here? Yeah, I think we can move this to over, like, here. Just to get those things. And there's iron there. Iron. Gold. Iron. Iron. Lots of iron up in here. We got deer. Okay, so now, let's get ourselves a road. We're going to come out this way. Because this will be good anyways. So we'll do a road over here. And we'll come back over here to food production. Now we can get a hunter's cabin. Because then what we can do is this will be kind of the area where we'll eventually set up like our free mining and all that anyways. Alright, so we've explored a little bit more area. And oh, we got another treasure thing, so let's go salvage that. Some more berry bushes over there. How's our farm? So it looks like we're expected to bring in 496 beans, and we've currently brought in 200 and 300 something. So basically, you'll get a little report saying, like, this is how many you're bringing in. So right now, we lost a bunch to our weed level because there's a lot of weeds in the thing. So this will help clear out the weeds. So our expected yield was 496. Because of the fertility, we gained 16 extra, but because of the weeds and the fertility, we lost 186. So we only got 326 total beans. That's still a lot of food. Not the best food, but it's a good amount of food. You notice we're putting all the food into here. Or a lot of the food. Because it will last better in here. We just need them to, like, start smoking fish or something. What is going on here? Oh, they're working on stocking it. Okay. They have fish. They have smoked fish. Why don't you put the smoked fish in here? Put the smoked fish in here. It'll last longer. Yeah. These villagers. Okay, so let's do this. So let's move his work area over to here. Just get it more in line with those deer. Because he'll come out here and start hunting deer. And now we have hides coming in. We can actually start considering doing things like the cobbler shop and stuff. Alright, so let's go look at our resources here. How's our hunter doing? Because the hunter's also going to use up, like, bows and arrows. You know. Which is why it's good that we put in a Fletcher's shop over here already. They're already making bows and arrows. So, like, if we click on one of these, is going to have it. Do we actually have it? Yeah, like, we have 9 bows and 168 arrows. Okay, there's another bush. Let's see here. Working. Let's move you over to here to get all of this. There we go. I'll give you some stuff together. Got to keep our forager busy. Foragers cultivate selected resources just in a garden. That would be cool. I'll have to get that upgraded at some point. Alright. How's our farm doing? Working on reducing the weeds. Good. Alright. Let's see here for peas. Pretty close to soil mixture. Flax, we definitely need a lot more. Like sand. Some of the carrots. Clover, we'll be happy there. So if we get like middle of the road, it would be a lot happier for all of our crops here. If we just got it like dead center. There we go. We can see that that's moving down our weed level. It's also going to improve our rockiness overall. Just seeing if I see any more resources that are worth trying to get. How many hazelnuts do we get there? I know, we still need more planks. I got it. There we go. And then they'll auto... So once they get compost, so basically they go around, they gather up a whole bunch of dirt and trash and stuff, throw it in these, and it slowly becomes compost. And then they'll come out here and they'll fertilize the fields, which will improve the fertility. We got some knowledge. We got a new villager. Got 2 more moved in. Beautiful. Alright, let's see what we want to grab. That could be good. But there's other things that could be really good here, like basic hygiene would be super good. Fired pottery, linen. Linen could also be good, especially since we do have a flax crop coming in next season. I think I'm going to actually do... We'll do hygiene, because that'll help protect us long term. Okay, we got some salvaged goods. We got a Tome of Knowledge. We got some stone, pottery, bricks, clothes, more bows and arrows, and gold. Nice. Did we get another knowledge point? We did get another knowledge point. Beautiful. Now we'll do militia. And I'm going to do militia because we're probably getting close to the time where we're going to start seeing raids. Maybe. Because raids will start to show up at some point. There's a lot of good resources out here. There's a small deer herd out there. And we still got berries and hawthorn out here. Yep. Where is our person working? Yeah, so they're working on the berries and hawthorn now, which is good. That's fine. Like, look at these deer. Like, there's 7 deer here. Beautiful. How are we doing? So far, we've produced 2 hides and some meat, some tallow. That's some more they're working on. That's good. How's our smokehouse doing? They've produced smoked fish. They haven't produced any smoked meat this year, but that's okay. Still doing okay on firewood. Still doing okay on logs, but let's see. Yeah, we're gonna need to cut some more trees. There we go. We'll do those. We'll do all that right there. We got a ton of stone. We're gonna have to start doing something with all this stone. Let's push some of these trees back. There we go. Let's give our laborers something to do. Alright. Food is going to be a little shorter than I like. How's this person doing? Have you harvested all that? Yes, you have. Okay. Let's move our work area to over here. Yeah, over there will be good. And then we could even go over here. Because I actually go pretty far to get stuff. And then some of the upgrades that are here, like, you know, I think they eventually get, like, trapping, where they'll catch, like, rabbits and stuff. How are we doing deer here? Don't have a knowledge that will help us with hunting. Let's see your wood lore. Foothold traps. You get extra meat from hunters' lodges. Okay. So that's how we get the barn. Animal rearing increases our birth rate. Intensive animal farming. Generate more meat, but animal health is reduced. Yeah, so that's not necessarily good. Okay. So no, there's nothing that's like sustainable hunting or anything like that. Tree regrowth rate. Nice. Increased disease resistance of our crops would be very good. I mean, all the farming ones are really good. Okay, well, we'll just have to play that by ear. And how's our forager doing? Still working. Keep it up. Get some of those last-minute crops there. Our people are generally very happy, which is good. Let's see if we can't get... No, that's not the one I want. These resources. Not saw pit. Tannery would be good. New discovery. Construct it to get... So would cobbler. Both of these would be really good. Yeah, so let's work on the tannery here. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to leave a gap here to build another road to kind of come up and connect this way. So there's that. And then we're going to come down here. Just go ahead and get this road going. There we go. I kind of want to slide this over, actually. I think I do want to move this. And move that to here. Yeah, they're just outside the desirability hit. There we go. Anything left over here? There's sand. There's some hawthorn over there. We're going to need a lot more bush willow to keep getting baskets, because I think she's out of... Does this person have a basket? Do you have a basket? No, you do not have a basket. We need to get you a
Of
basket.
course.
Nope, nope. What am I doing? Go back to work. I didn't mean to send you over there.
Hello.
Go back to work. Okay, good. They're going back to work. Alright. Alright. But anyways, folks, so this is the game. There's obviously a lot of things. I very much love city builders, especially ones like this that are similar to Banished, because I played a lot of Banished. Hmm. Aside from these could be good. All these could be really good. Stockyards and chancer. Ooh, extra health for the buildings would be good, especially if we get like, you know, a raid going. Hmm. I think I'll do extra wood lore, because that'll get us more food. But I very much enjoy these games. Yeah, so we're missing Willow. Because I played a lot of Banished. I even played some modded Banished for a while there. What are you doing? Where you at? Expose the elements, seeking shelter. Okay. What do we have over here? Clay deposit stuff. Yep. But, so I think we're going to leave it here. If y'all want to see more of this game, let me know. How many deer we got over there? Just one deer over there. Let me know. I enjoy this game. I'll be happy to play some more. And we can get into some of the further mechanics as the game goes on, if you all want. But this is Farthest Frontier. It hit a full release a few months ago. And they've clearly made, a lot of different changes to it, and it's really come a long way since it first came out. And so I hope you all enjoyed seeing this video. Again, let me know if you want to see more of it. This one, Thalan McRom. Wow, I can talk tonight. Bringing you some Farthest Frontier. I hope you all enjoyed. And we'll catch you all in the next episode. And remember, if you like my content, like and subscribe.